It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
All right, we've got a question from Benjamin. Which one is better to fund first, an IRA or a health savings account? The infamous debate.
Did he say Roth IRA?
He actually did not, but I wondered if you would bring that up.
Benjamin, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and assume the question that you're asking me is, should I do a Roth IRA or should I do an HSA? Now, Brian's not here to defend himself,
I know.
so I get to pick and choose what is the right one.
Because there is some debate on this.
There is some
between
debate
you
on
two.
this.
Like, they're both good things.
I have adjusted my thinking on this. So what is a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA is an account that you put after-tax money into. You can invest it. It will grow tax-deferred. And then when you get to retirement or when you reach certain ages, you can then pull that money out tax-free. Really, really awesome. You build up $1 million in a Roth, it's $1 million tax-free to you. Health savings account is similar in that you put money in, it can grow, and when you pull it out, you can pull it out tax-free, assuming it's for qualified medical expenses. Each of them have some benefits that the other doesn't that I think are worth noting. The first benefit that is worth noting with the HSA is you get a triple tax advantage. So not only does the money grow tax deferred and you get to pull it out tax free, but when you actually put the money in, you get a tax deduction. So I save money this year, I save money over the years, and I save money in future years when I pull it out. So it is one more tax advantage than the Roth IRA, in my opinion. So triple tax advantaged, I think, is better than double tax advantaged. However, the caveat is for an HSA, it has to be used for medical expenses. You can't just use an HSA to go buy a car or go on a trip or go to the grocery store or whatever. Whereas Roth IRAs, assuming you are above the Roth age, 59 and a half, those dollars can be used for anything. They're unconstrained. After age 65 with an HSA, if you want to make it a retirement account, you can use it for retirement, but then you have to pay tax on it. So then it's no different than like an IRA or a regular 401k. The one benefit that a Roth IRA has that the HSA doesn't is that you can always, and you should never do this. This is like in case of emergency, break the glass, don't ever do this. But then I'm going to tell you how to do it. You can always access the basis in a Roth IRA, the contributions in your Roth IRA without paying tax, without paying penalties.
Right.
So it can serve as like this, like double, triple safety net, emergency fund way in the background. But you should never, ever, ever, ever do that.
I do kind of use it to trick my brain into investing sometimes.
It does.
Like I know that I'm never going to touch it.
Yep.
But it's like, well, if something catastrophic happens,
if I had to,
I have access to it still.
If I had to get to it, I could get to it. So that is one of the benefits that a Roth has over the HSA. As to which one you should fund first, oh man, I'll be honest. I used to be the Roth guy. I used to say Roth is the one that I should fund first. I think, and because I just don't like paying taxes anymore. Like that's the thing that got me. I think the HSA edged it out for me because I'm pretty confident, especially now that I have young kids, we gonna have medical bills. Like the thought of, when I was young and single, I never went to the doctor for anything. Now I've got the doctor on speed dial, right? My kids go there all the time. And so I'm going to have expenses that if I needed to reimburse myself from the HSA, I could do that. So in my priority, I like funding the HSA over the Roth IRA. But if Brian were sitting here, what he would say is, well, it shouldn't be an either. I don't do a good Brian impression.
Wow, that was special.
Shouldn't be an either or. It should be a both. You
should
do both of them, and if you can do both of them, you are a true financial mutant, and that's the way I would approach it.
Right. Yeah. Great question.